There is an AI hack which is blowing up small accounts right now and almost nobody knows about it. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can figure out what your biggest competitors are doing, how their channels are blowing up, and you can do it in about 10 minutes. I'm seeing people all over the place that are like, oh, 100 days ago, I had like 100 followers and now I've got 400,000. And I'm like, how are you doing this? For ages, I was racking my brains. I was looking through their profiles and thinking, what are they doing? What are their hooks? What are they wearing? Is it the lighting? Is it how they say things? Is it because they're British or American or Chinese or whatever? And then I came across this magical little hack that just did all of that for me in about 10 minutes. Now, if you're new here, you know nothing about me. I'm an AI consultant and I also teach people how to become AI consultants themselves and sell AI audits for between 5 and 10K. It is an incredible business model, but that's something for another time. For now, I am showing you probably the coolest thing that I've discovered in AI in the last 9 months. It's that good. Now, if you also know me, you know that I don't like fluff. I don't like to give you all the theory and whatever like that. I just want to get in and show you how to do the damn thing. So we're going to get into it. Now, the magical thing I want to talk to you about is the Claude Chrome extension. When you have this installed on your computer, everything changes. The whole world opens up and there is so much you can do. Suddenly, you can now have Claude crawling around websites that you're browsing and start doing stuff for you. So there's no more scrolling, there's no more clicking on loads of links, and it can do so much. So I'm going to dive over to my computer and show you exactly how you're going to grow your Instagram or your YouTube account and figure out exactly what your biggest competitors are doing. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is come over to Google and type in Claude Chrome extension. Then you're going to open this up and you're going to download the Chrome extension. You're going to see a download button here. And then once you do, it's going to show in your extensions here, and you want to make sure that you pin it because this is something that you're going to be using over and over and over again. I'm going to do so many more videos about what this can do, but honestly, it's wild. So pin it because you're going to want to grab this really frequently. So once you've got that, you can then come over to the Instagram website. So you need to have this on your desktop. You can also do this for YouTube. So if Instagram is not your platform and YouTube is, this exact same thing applies. For this actual exercise, I use both of them. But for Instagram, this is what we're doing. So you may have heard of this girl here, Jessie Jean. She just recently did a launch that did 1.5 million in 1 week. And the reason that she did it is that she grew her account from 0 to 406,000 followers in 100 days. And she did this through yapping. So she did it through just talking to camera and just talking about a load of stuff. Now, people look at this and they're like, I would love to do this, but I have no idea what to say. In this exercise, I'm going to show you exactly how to know what to say, and we can analyze exactly how that $1.5 million launch came to be about. So we're on Instagram now. We can go to our Claude plugin. And I want you to type in, can you analyze this channel and show me the top performing hooks and topics over the last 100 days? So you're going to click go, and then it's going to come back and it's going to ask you for some permission. So you can actually change these permissions on your Claude, but I always recommend just having it so that you have to approve it. Otherwise it could just run wild and do whatever it wants. Unless it's like a task that you're doing really often, you don't want to have to approve it all the time. But if this is your first time, then just approve it and let it go. So what it's going to do, you're going to see in a second. Can you see it's clicking? I'm not clicking that. It is going on and it is going through every single one of her posts. It's taking a screenshot, it's analysing the hook, it's seeing exactly what's going on, it's looking at the comments, it's seeing what resonated, and it's going to pull out all of her top performing posts and tell me what the best ones were. So can you see it is literally going between all the reels itself right now. I'm not doing anything. So what I would recommend doing is let this run, go off, make a cup of tea, let it do its thing. It's probably going to take about 5 to 10 minutes and then it's going to come back with your suggestions. Okay, so you can see here it's come back with a full analysis. So it's looked at what are the top performing posts. It said this was the top performing one, this is how many likes it got, this was the date, and then the topic, like was it about revenue, was it about skill building, was it about lifestyle, was it about content creation tips? So there's loads of stuff that it gave, and then you've got the top performing hook formulas. So why did these hooks work so well? You know, how was it structured and how can you do it? So what we can do is copy that and then come over into our normal Claude, and then we're going to paste it into a project. Now a project is kind of like a space which is dedicated to one task. So you'll see here that I've got Carly Myers Instagram, I've got AI Business Live, which is a live event that I'm running. I've got some Go High Level stuff. This is specifically about a promotion that Go High Level are running. I've got my YouTube, I've got Score App, who I do consultancy for. I've also got my general Made for More AI stuff. So I've got loads of different projects and they're all trained on those specific things. Now, once you come into a project, if I just go into my Instagram a second, this is where you can train it on something. So you've got the memory here. This is the memory of like, what is my Instagram about? and the kind of rules of my Instagram. You've then got instructions, and this is where we go into it a little bit deeper. This is where we say who I serve, what I do, my current follower count, what my goal is, what my content pillars are. And then I went into my YouTube, took the transcripts, and also analyzed my YouTube as well. And I put it into here as well so that it really knows my brand voice. So if you want this, by the way, if you want this entire template, if you're not quite sure how to train a project on your Instagram, then comment the word memory below and I will give you my entire template of how to do this. So once that's trained, we're going to come into here. You're going to copy what we've just got from that analysis and say, can you write me 20 scripts in my brand voice? How do you say analysis? How do you write that? Analysis. Business analysis, and use the same hook format. God, do you know what? Whenever I watch these YouTube videos and I see someone like typing really slowly and all I hear is, it actually really irritates me. I'm such an overstimulated mum that sound drives me nuts. So I'm really sorry about that. You're probably listening like, shut up. If you've got me in your earphones right now, you will be dying. But anyway, so we just put that in and now it's going to go through and it's going to write those scripts for us. Okay, so it's come through with all of our scripts. It's so good. And I also said to it as well, can you give me a call to action at the end? You need to add that to your prompt. So the call to action at the end is a keyword because I actually want to use these reels to build my email list. Now, it's all well and good putting out all this content, but if you're not leading them somewhere within your ecosystem, so join my email list, download my whatever, or watch my YouTube video, you always want to be making sure that you're taking them to the next step. You don't just want to have them looking at all of your stuff and not doing anything. So with all of these scripts, I went back and I said, oh, can you add in a CTA at the end and give me a keyword that's relevant to the script? So it went through and it gave me all the keywords. See, if you see here, it will say comment audit and I'll send you the exact memory audit prompt. So we've got all of our scripts and now I want to create the free resource, which I'm going to give away after they type in that keyword. So I went through, I said, these are all great. Now can you expand on each video and give me the prompt guide for each of them and turn them into standalone pages that I can add as a blog? So for me, I actually turned these all into kind of like a blog. This is all of my guides. Every single video that I do, there is a guide that goes with it and it's all the kind of prompts and everything like that. And this is exactly where I did that. So I put in that prompt, it came back and it came back with all of the guides here. Now we went back and forth a little bit and designed it. I said, these are my brand colors. These are my logos, here's some photos, blah, blah, blah. I also then said, can you put the keyword trigger used for each prompt somewhere at the top of the page so it's easy for me to link it? And you'll see it's got trigger set up. So I know that when I come to do my automations, I can just say, okay, this is the guide for the setup trigger. So I got it to do one first of all, and then I said, perfect, can you now do this for all of the scripts that you have written for me? So I actually did 30 at this time. I now got 30 scripts written for me with a guide for each and every single one. But that's not all. I then took it even further. It gave me all of those guides. It gives it to you in a HTML file. And then whatever CRM you use, obviously I use Go Whitelabel. You can just go into the funnel builder in Whitelabel. You can use the HTML code, paste it in there, and then the whole page is going to come up. It's super easy. So then I said, can you create me a spreadsheet that has all of these columns in? Title, trigger word, HTML link, and add the link to the files in there. So I wanted everything in one place. So it went along, it did its little thing, and then it created me this spreadsheet. Look at that, everything is there. Every single title, every single trigger word, all the file names so that I know the files are there, and then this is the link to all the files. And then I went a step further. So I actually connected my Claude to Notion. Notion is what I use for all of my kind of project management, task management stuff. If you don't know how to connect something like Notion or things like that, the way you're going to do it is actually, if you go into Customize, then go to Connectors, you can see all these things I have connected, which means that Claude has access to all of those applications. So it can just jump in and do something for me. So I have my Notion connected. If you just go to plus, browse connectors, search for whatever it is you use. Maybe you use Asana, maybe you use Monday, whatever it is that you use. Have a look through all of these, because if you use any of these apps, it's so worth connecting them, then you can get it to do stuff. But jumping back, I digress. Go back into our projects. So then said, can you now create an Instagram content planner for me in Notion and add each of the scripts in there for me to easily record and track? Off it went. did its little thing. Then we go into Notion and we have got everything here. We have got an entire planner here. It's got the title, the pillar, so this is the content pillar that it sits within, the trigger word, the status, this is an idea at the moment, I haven't recorded it yet. The format, this is a reel, so you could do this for carousels as well. This is the script document, this is the name of the HTML, and everything is in there. So then I took it even further, and I was actually prompted by Claude to do this. I hadn't even thought of it. It said, do you want me to write the caption for you? So this is a really important part of why people are growing as well, is that how they structure the caption is really relevant to what is in the video. So then I said, okay, go ahead, go and write the caption for me. So it went ahead and it wrote the caption for me. And then once it gave me all of those captions, I then added that into my Notion too. Then I feel like, and then there was another thing that I did. I then got it to write out all of the auto reply copy. So if you're using something like ManyChat or Whitelabel for your keyword automations, this is where you would have seen this on social. Exactly like I said, you can comment a keyword. You'll say, comment the word memory, they comment memory, and then automatically they get a message which says, hey, here's the link to the guide that I promised you. I love doing this. It's a brilliant way of building your email list. So I said, okay, can you write out the DM copy for me? It went through, it wrote all of them out for me. You can see we've got the entire document here. It's got all this, the whole structure, exactly how each one works. This is the keyword, this is what we want to say, this is the link, this is the next message that you send. Then I asked for a follow-up DMs and I went through and did that. So now I have an entire content system which is built out for me based on what is actually working. And then after that, I said, can you summarize this process so that I can turn it into a skill? So what I actually did is I got it to summarize that entire process that we've just been through, creating the guides, creating the script, updating into Notion, doing all of the things, and it summarized the exact process. So this is the process that we now go through every single time that I want to use my content engine. So it's got all the bits that we went through there. And then what I actually did is I just copy and pasted that. You can turn this into a skill, but one of the easiest things to do is just go back into your project and add this into the instructions here. So now it knows whenever you go back in and you say, hey, can you build me 30 scripts? It's going to automatically prompt you to go through this entire process. So you just get this beautiful Notion doc automatically updated. So that is it. How simple was that? You literally start off by researching first, figuring out what is actually working, figuring out what your audience wants. That's an important point though, remember. The people that you're using as competition, make sure that their audience is similar to your audience. If you're going to analyze like Alex Hormozi's channel and his ideal client is very different to yours, then his ideal client is resonating with hooks in a very, very different way. So choose someone within your niche that has the same ideal client and use them as a reference point. So remember, if you want my knowledge-based template, then comment the word memory below and I will give it to you. And last thing, watch this video next because it's going to be super helpful for you. Bye.